Broadcasting Network, presented by Sarver Paving. Your presentation will begin shortly. Welcome to the Ashland Arrows Broadcasting Network, presented by Sarver Paving. Your presentation will begin shortly. Welcome to the Ashland Arrows Broadcasting Network, presented by Sarver Paving.
Wide shot here. Ready?
We're live from Arrow Arena. It's senior night here for the Lady Arrows as they get ready to take on Ontario Warriors from the MOAC. Ashland celebrating quite a bunch of success here recently with the first OCC crown they've ever had in the first conference crown in 30 years. Senior night being recognized here for our senior players. We'll go silent and let you enjoy the festivities.
Our seniors being honored this evening from Ontario High School are number 10, Kennedy Weiler, and number 12, Ethan Howard. Congratulations to both of those seniors. And also number 20, Paradise Giroux. Let's honor our seniors. Our first senior is Brylan Montiel. Brylan is escorted by Ashley and Joe Burns as well as Josh and Montiel. Brylan has been a part of the area girls basketball team all 4 years of high school. She currently attends the Ashland County West Holmes Career Center as part of the veterinary science program. At Ashland High School, she is also involved in FFA and plays softball. Outside of school, Brylan enjoys hanging out with friends and family, taking care of animals, and going to the batting cage. She would like to thank her friends and family for all the love, support, and motivation over the years. She would also like to thank the coaches for pushing her to her full potential every practice. She would like to thank Coach Kelsey for all she has done for her this year. Lastly, she wants to thank all of her teammates, especially her fellow seniors, for making these last 6 years so worth it and for always pushing her to be better. Brylan's advice to the underclassmen is to never stop working hard. Her favorite moment of the season was beating Madison to clinch the OCC title. After high school, she plans to obtain her nail technician license at Apex Academy as well as pursue a degree in veterinary tech. From Ohio State ATI in Worcester, ladies and gentlemen, Brylan Montiel. Our next senior is Lainey McNamara. Lainey is escorted by Joe McNamara and Peter Rocher. Lainey has been a part of the Arrows girls basketball team all 4 years of high school. Lainey is also involved in FFA and the Learning Through Internship program. aesthetics and wellness. Her favorite memories as a part of the basketball team were the night practice at AU this year, convincing her coaches that her real name was Raquel. Her advice to the underclassmen is to just enjoy it, even when Jake makes you do defensive slides. It's all worth it. Do what you can to form a great bond with both your teammates and coaches. After high school, Lainey plans to take a gap year to plan for the future. Ladies and gentlemen, Lainey McNamara. Our final senior this evening is Lauren Green. Lauren Green is being escorted by her parents, Scott and Kathy Green. She has dedicated the past 4 years to playing high school basketball, earning her varsity letter each year. In addition to basketball, she also played soccer, earning her varsity letter all 3 years she played. After graduation, Lauren plans to continue her education at North Central State College, where she will pursue a degree in radiologic technology with the goal of becoming an X-ray technician. She would like to thank her friends, family, and coaches for their support throughout her athletic journey. Her favorite basketball memories are all the post-game celebrations in the locker room and winning the OCC championship with her team. Outside of sports, she enjoys all things outdoors and loves traveling with her friends and family. To the underclassmen, her advice is to stay motivated, work hard to get better every day, be coachable, and cherish the time with your teammates and coaches because it won't last forever. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Lauren Green. One more round of applause for our seniors. Thank you for your dedication to Ashland High School basketball and the impact you've made on the program.
make their way onto the floor here for a Tuesday night non-conference basketball action. I'm Chris Mowry, joined alongside by Brandon Wells. BW, good to have you in.
Hey, it's good to be here as always, my friend. It's basketball time here at Arrow Arena, and senior night's always a special night for both players and parents, as well as coaches who've been with these seniors for the last 4 years. Can be an emotional night when you know your time is starting to come to an end at your home court, and so it was always good to see. I know I've been a part of these as a coach and as a player and as a parent, and they're always a little fun and a little bittersweet. That's the nature of it.
Not only were the Arrows recognized here by the home faithful, but really nice gesture by the Arrows as they paid homage to Kennedy Weiler, Edie Howard, and Paradise Giroux as they're the seniors for Ontario as well. So a really touch of class here by everybody involved with Lady Arrow basketball.
Yeah, always a good idea to recognize the seniors on the other squad, yeah, classy move by Coach Holt and company and Arrow's athletic staff.
We'll be right back with more of the Ashland Eye Care pregame show right after this.
Dealerships where great prices meet an even better selection. We're driving home the best experience you've ever had. With Chevrolet, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, find the ride that defines you. And our huge selection of high-quality used cars and trucks is why you should check Bill Harris first. 3 brands, 3 convenient locations, 1 unforgettable Bill Harris experience. Dive into great prices, explore a better selection, and enjoy the best buying experience with us today. Bill Harris Dealerships, the name you know and trust. BillHarrisDealerships.com.
Bo Lacey Construction is proud to sponsor Arrows Athletics. Experience you can trust done right on time. From siding to windows, decks, and bathrooms, Bo Lacey also is your go-to company for all your roofing needs. Whether it's your house or your business, we got you covered. And don't forget to check out the new Hover 3D app so you can see what every exterior home project will look like when it's finished. Scan the QR code.
Welcome inside Arrow Arena. You're joining us in the Priest Dental broadcast booth. I'm Chris Mowry. That's Brandon Wells. You're joining us on the Ashland Arrows Broadcasting Network. And tonight's game, as always, brought to you by Hedstrom Entertainment, having unplugged fun for 100 years. Hard to think about 100 plus years, isn't it?
Yeah, hey, the late Jimmy Carter lived to be 100.
It's amazing.
And whether you think he was a good president or not, it doesn't matter, really. He lived to be 100. He was a great man. And 100 years of having any business or being alive is quite a run.
Yeah, it's a long time. Joining us on the Ashland Eye Care, gosh, I'm already on vacation. Ashland Eye Care countdown to tip-off. We've got just under 12 minutes to go until we get this baby tipped up, BW. What are you thinking here for the Arrows? Their first game back after being crowned OCC champions.
Well, we talk about our keys to the game, Chris, and we can go right to it because I got to tell you, our Sarver paving keys to the game for the Arrows are pretty simple. Right, you're playing a team that you should beat. That doesn't mean you will, right? The records can be deceiving, but on paper, Arrows coming in 14-4 and Ontario 4-15. Arrows should win this one, but you never know. And it's a classic trap game, a classic letdown kind of game. And you coming off of back-to-back emotional games, a loss in overtime on Thursday against New Philly to a packed house, and then a win Saturday against Madison to win the OCC. And now you celebrate, you got all the fanfare, it's senior night. It would be easy to come out here not sharp right off the bat. So key is to avoid the letdown. And then, of course, the second one, Chris, is to stay healthy. You want to stay healthy here tonight as you're making your way down the stretch here in the season. We had some bad luck early on in the season. We've been pretty healthy since then. Some illness last week. But, you know, everybody deals with that at some point during the winter in the basketball season. So you want to stay healthy and get yourselves sort of tuned up and ready for the OHSA playoffs.
Speaking of that, let's get a look at the Whitaker-Myers upcoming schedule for the Arrows. They've got tonight, right? And then they've got next Tuesday v. Crestview. And then next Thursday, the second season starts, right?
Well, don't forget Waynedale. I believe we've got Waynedale at Waynedale on Saturday. So you've got Ontario here tonight, then you're at Senior, at Waynedale, and then home against Crestview. And then that Thursday night in the OHSAA draw, you got the number 2 seed, and you'll play Mansfield Senior here at home at 7 o'clock. We'll have that game. Chris will be on assignment, but Dave Schwartz will sit in for you, and we'll be glad to have old Schwartz bouncy in here, but it'll be, you want to get yourself ready in the Whitaker Myers schedule and look at the arrows ahead, brought to you by our good friends at Whitaker Myers.
You know, we normally get a look at the OCC standings, BW, but guess what?
No need.
We don't need to because these Lady Arrows are OCC champions.
Well, Whitaker Myers also champions, and they will provide you everything you need for insurance benefits and wealth management since 1869. That's a lot longer than 100 years, Chris. Offices in Ashland and Worcester. We'll take a little break, be right back.
Great prices meet an even better selection. We're driving home the best experience you've ever had. With Chevrolet, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, find the ride that defines you. And our huge selection of high-quality used cars and trucks is why you should check Bill Harris first. 3 brands, 3 convenient locations, 1 unforgettable Bill Harris experience. Dive into great prices, explore a better selection, and enjoy the best buying experience with us today. Bill Harris Dealerships, the name you know and trust. BillHarrisDealerships.com.
Sarver Paving student section. I don't think there's a theme tonight, BW, but thanks to Sarver Paving coming along with us. I see some football players down there, some softball players, baseball players, and a first team all-district defensive lineman who, for some reason, was a second team OCC defensive lineman selection. I have no idea how. Hats off to Cooper Smith, who's having a heck of a wrestling season as well, and helping his team. And, you know, I saw Coach Bauer the other day, and we were talking about Arrow football, and he's like, what do you think next year? And I said, look, man, most people are back, but don't forget, the lines are going to be a little bit different next year. Cooper Smith, Eisenhart, they graduate, some others. Brandon Briggs, who's probably our best lineman overall, comes back. But I said, I think, for my money, losing Cooper Smith is going to be as big of a loss as anybody because of how much of a leader that young man is, and they look up to him.
Yeah, his mentality on the field was take no prisoners, and that's kind of what you need to see from your veterans and your seniors. And tonight's senior night here at Arrow Arena, and you got Brylan Mariop, you got Lauren Green, and you got Laney McNamara.
And you're looking at the fan cam. You've got a McFrederick in view, a couple Sturries in view, and a couple Coxes. And if you know Clell Cox, legendary Clell Cox here in Ashland, you will not see him in a sport coat very often. So if you want, we're going to leave that up there for a couple more seconds. If you want to take a snap of that and get some video evidence or some photo evidence, here's your opportunity.
This is where, Chris, if I had a telestrator, right? If I had a telestrator, I would be circling Clell up there on the left hand. So,
Rest easy. He's in the top left smashing that sucker.
Look, we give you the fan cam. We got to give you the booth cam as well. But Arrows and Warriors tonight in what is a game that the Arrows should be able to win, but you never know. Hey, Sarver paved the way forward. That was an interesting one.
It was interesting.
JV game ended 5-on-3.
No joke. It was a 30-point total score, 23 for the Arrows and 7 points for the Warriors. And Brandon was not fibbing anybody. They ended the contest with 3 Lady Warriors on the floor against 5 Arrows.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it happens. They had a couple girls get hurt, and they had a couple foul out, and all of a sudden they were down to 3, but the Arrows took advantage, and they were already in control at that point anyway. So Sarver paving the way forward for continued Arrow success. Sarver paving, serving Ashland and the surrounding region for a long, long time with all of your paving needs. More than 75 years here in North Central Ohio.
You can plan, grow, and thrive with Wickham and Hess. Normally we have a guest. We do not have one tonight, but we thank Wickham and Hess for joining us all season long. And BW, where can you watch Arrow Athletics?
Oh, well, aside from right here in your luxury of your own home, and our good friends at South Street Grill. Over on South, yeah, they are just so great. They're an official watch location for the Arrows.
I threw you a curveball there. I'm sorry.
Lower level bar area.
Another button.
My brain is fried right now, Chris. I don't know. That's all, you know.
Thanks to the Littles, and we're going to be over there for Arrow Baseball Preview Show. Date is TBD, but we thank them for opening up their restaurant to us, and let's just hope, BW, that Good Man Upstairs gives us good weather for the plan when we're going to have it outside. We hoping to have it on the patio.
Yeah, we hope so, right? But you just never can tell in late March what's going to happen. And Arrows baseball is going to be here before you know it, about 6 weeks out.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have the front man for Low E bring the drum and strum, and you can play the national anthem and sing it all in one fell swoop before we get going.
Listen, that would be fun. I'd like to try that. I'd have to practice that a lot. The national anthem is actually an incredibly hard song to sing.
I'm playing on the guitar too.
Yeah, I've messed around with playing it on the guitar, but you know the bar is set so high because people have heard Hendrix play it.
Yeah, well, they're different. Clapton and several of these guys. Hey, let's get a quick look at the AHS player profile brought to us by the hometown law office leader, Andrew Bush. Get a hold of him for all your needs from wills and estate planning and the like. He's your guy here in Ashland. Brylin Mattiaw is our AHS player profile. Guess what, Brandon? It's undefeated. Her favorite memory? The locker room.
Game day locker room. Future goals and plans. I love that one. College and then professional softball. Go for it, young lady. Hope you make that happen and go for your dreams. Cincinnati Bengals, we won't hold that against her too much. She loves sushi.
Yeah, she's out.
I love sushi too. We've had this conversation before.
Everybody out there watching this broadcast knows how I feel and how you feel about said raw fish.
Well, I mean, listen, yeah, I don't eat the raw fish. I get the Philadelphia roll or one that's already cooked.
We get the Hayesville roll. That's called carnivore.
I think that's called a hot dog down there.
Well, it might be. It might be called a Troy dog with pepper butter here, Triple Noise, if you come up and join us at Bud Plank Field at Archer Arrows Park here in the spring.
It's possible.
Yummy.
I hope that Troy Shade's able to come back and help us out with a little bit of that. Maybe some pickles, too.
Absolutely. Those pickles are absolutely dynamite. Hey, it's time for the injury report brought to us by Goldberry Roasting, Ashland's locally owned and award-winning coffee shop. Well, you're about 7 out of 9 here in a row, BW, making your way in the morning over to Goldberry. How was today?
Didn't make it over there this morning, but I'm sure one of my family members was there today at some point.
I think you lost some money in there today at some point.
Yeah, we love Goldberry, and thanks to them for sponsoring our injury report all season long for all your coffee roasting needs, coffee beans, some good food as well over there, and bagels. We talked about one of the best things to ever come out of Worcester, the Woo bagels that they have over there at Goldberry.
Don't they have bruschetta you told me about or something?
No, not bruschetta. Biscotti. Biscotti. It's very different. They might have bruschetta over at South Street. I don't know.
Scotty Biscotti. That's somebody's got to be named that somewhere on this planet. That would just roll off the
Scotty Biscotti.
So, yeah, something like that. Hey, the student section thing, we talked about it. We had a highlight of them, but I'll tell you what, I don't know what the memo said, but there's really no strategy here. I see a bunch of sweatpants. We see a bunch of hoodies, some t-shirts. There's no real strategy here, but I will say, just glad that a lot of these ladies' classmates have made the way today and going to support them on senior night. It's always special when, you know, a lot of people show up, moms, dads, family, the jazz band, student section show up for a contest here inside Arrow Arena. Starting lineups brought to us by Truly Inspired Paper Company, your leader for all paper needs with offices in Ashland and Loudonville.
A little different than normal. Obviously, you try to get the seniors in here, and it's always an interesting challenge as the coach. You want to win the game and focus on winning the game, but you also want to get those seniors as much time as you can. And, of course, you've got Lainey McNamara, Lauren Green, and Brylin Mattiaw. The three seniors on this squad getting the start here tonight alongside Madison Hoffman and Kennedy Lacey. Thanks to Truly Inspired for all your paper needs, wedding invitations, business cards, everything in between. Truly Inspired Ashland and Loudonville.
We are under 1 minute to go until we have the national anthem presented by Chandler Systems, Inc., sang and played by the jazz band here for the home crowd and the visiting Ontario Warriors. Locally owned and operated right here for over 40 years. Unfortunately, we missed Billy Chandler of said company. He was going to be our Wickham and Hess guest last week, but he had a prior commitment. We'll catch up with him and baseball BW, have him on. BW and I going to go dart, let you enjoy the national anthem. We'll be back on the other side.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Harris Dealerships, where great prices meet an even better selection. We're driving home the best experience you've ever had. With Chevrolet, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, find the ride that defines you. And our huge selection of high-quality used cars and trucks is why you should check Bill Harris first. 3 brands, 3 convenient locations, 1 unforgettable Bill Harris experience. Dive into great prices, explore a better selection, and enjoy the best buying experience with us today. Bill Harris Dealerships, the name you know and trust. BillHarrisDealerships.com.
Welcome into Arrow Arena. 8 minutes on the clock here for the Comfort Control first quarter. I'm Chris Mallory. That's Brandon Wells. We've got a good one for you tonight. We got the Ashland Arrows and the Ontario Warriors here, and you're joining us inside the Priest Dental broadcast booth inside Arrow Arena. High in the perch, as BW and I like to call it. We've got the Warriors coming in with a 4-15 record, 4-9 in the MOAC, opposed by the Arrows at 14-4. And an OCC champion, 10-1 in the OCC.
Yeah, one of the things I like to look at is common opponents, right? For a team that I haven't seen play. I haven't seen Ontario play, but they lost to Lexington, I think, by 16 or 17. We beat Lexington by 1, and then we beat them by 15. So it doesn't always equate apples to apples because of style of play, and maybe somebody's hurt
matchups.
Yeah, all the things, right? But it does let you know that this is a game that the Arrows should win, but you just never know. It's the beauty of sports, right? Any given Sunday, as they say. And you got to make sure you come out here and talk about our Sarver paving keys to the game we talked about earlier in the pregame show. You just need to make sure that you don't lay an egg early. You need to come out with some energy right away, and those seniors will bring it, but it is a different animal. You've got a different starting lineup. Yeah. And as a coach, the hard part for me when I was a head coach was how long do you let those seniors stay in there and that lineup stay in there at the start. You want to give them some time. You don't want to just yank them out right away because these 3 seniors actually are pretty talented young ladies and good athletes, and they can play. But it is a different group that you're not used to playing together that much. So Coach Holt and her staff will have to kind of play that by ear at the top.
Brandon's mentioned why the seniors are starting. Obviously, it's senior night here, and they were recognized here pregame inside Arrow Arena, as well as the seniors for the Ontario Warriors were recognized by our players, which was a really classy touch. Again, the starters for the Arrows are going to be Kennedy Lacey, Madison Hoffman, Laura Green, Lainey McNamara, and finally Rylan Matayaw, and they'll be opposed by Ontario's starting 5, Kennedy Weiler, Edie Howard, Paradise Giroux. Those are the 3 seniors for Ontario, and then rounding out their starters is Riley Milner and Morgan Pearson. You're joining us on the Ashland Arrows Broadcasting Network, presented by Sarver Paving. And I'll tell you, BW, just watching this squad, it looks like, you know, when you feel like somebody should do something or a team should accomplish something and they play with that weight on their shoulders and the pressure, the self-imposed pressure. This group, man, after being OCC champions, they accomplished that first goal. They just look a lot looser. They look a lot calmer. They look like, you know, we're enjoying it now, and all that pressure pack that they put on themselves, the community, their families, whatever, is all kind of by the wayside, and they're getting ready to play a basketball game. Their first one since being named OCC champions. Today's referees are brought to us by Valley Transportation, at the forefront of the steel and aluminum hauling industry since 1973. Blowing the whistles will be Steve Hartman, Kirby Kaiser, and Chuck Eicher. Center circle for the Arrows, the familiar face, the Mamba, Kennedy Lacey, and she'll be opposed by Paradise Giroux. She is a junior. She is graduating early, so that young lady must be quite intelligent to be out of high school 1 year early.
That tells you something. You're right. Hey, tip-off brought to you by Linway Restaurant. Quality food and service since 1951. Arrows in white, Ontario in the royal blue and gold.
Mamba going around the edge, and she's going to find a wide open Hoffman for a triple. Doesn't get it to go. Matayaw fighting for the ball. They're going to say that is Arrows basketball, Brandon. We'll keep it right here.
We'll take the good fortune.
You like that, kind of drive it around and kick it back out for an open 3. The 2-3 ladies kind of collapsed on Kennedy, wide open to Madison Hoffman.
Yeah, anytime you get a possession where you get an inside touch and then back outside, I'm always going to be happy with that. Good drive there by Maddie, but good defense.
Giroux said, nope, not today. And we're going back the other way for Ontario's first possession. That shot is up, and that is converted. That is senior Kennedy Weiler's first 2 and first 2 of the game. Head coach for the Warriors is Tracy Baxter.
Good skip pass there on the Ontario Warriors possession.
Lauren Green, parting of the Red Sea. Giroux tosses that one. That's 2 possessions in a row that she's tossed the ball out of bounds. It'll remain Arrow basketball.
Well, Ontario has some size now, right? They got a couple of girls in the interior that can, be erasers there on the mistakes defensively.
Giroux's got to be 6 foot tall. Madia, who she's guarding, is 5'10", so not short by any stretch of the imagination. Warriors obviously having a little bit of a tough campaign. Their 4 wins have come inside the MOAC, so they're 0 for the season on non-conference games. Madison Hoffman for a triple doesn't get it to go, a little heavy, but she is going to be able to corral her own rebound. She takes another one from the elbow. That one's off. Arrow's still looking to break the seal. Just under 7 minutes on the clock. The Comfort Control first quarter clock. Here's a triple. That one's a little heavy. That rebound pilled on by Milner. Here's another one, BW. Another triple doesn't go, and Madia fighting and comes down with that rebound. But we turn it over on the outlet.
First quarter brought to you by Comfort Control. As you said, Chris, providing the best comfort for residential and commercial customers for more than 40 years. Comfort Control.
You can be part of the Comfort Plan. I am.
I am too.
Every month there's a certain service or price you pay, and they'll get you right to the front of the list on January 2nd or 3rd or 5th when it's about 8 degrees out if you need some help. So look into Joe Reap and his company for a potential membership into the Comfort Club.
And you don't get a discount just because you have Joe's cell phone.
No.
He wanted me to make sure. No, I'm just kidding.
And you don't get a discount if you tell him Maury told you to call either.
Oh, that's a nice pass inside. Maybe we need a discount code to throw out there for folks. Yeah, really good ball movement and patience by Ontario. They have come ready to play. And, of course, I've played on a couple of senior nights as a visiting team, and you just want to spoil it for them.
But heck of a turnaround chase. She gets it to go, and the lid's cracked here for the Arrows. They trail Ontario 4-2.
That was a heck of a move by Kennedy right there, and might have tweaked her left knee or banged knees, I think, on that move, though.
Yeah, she's tough. She'll be fine. Here she is right there. That looked like a closer, the free safety closing on a football in the air right there, going to try to get that pick.
Something to keep an eye on, though.
What was the key to the game again? No injuries.
No injuries, right. That was the second key. The first was to avoid the letdown and come out with some energy, and the second one was to stay healthy. Arrow's in that zone with Laney up top, and a pass that is thrown errantly. Had good position down low. Ontario, Giroux had good position, but errant pass from out top.
All OCC cornerback Josh Ngani corralled that basketball and threw it back to the official.
He had a few important picks this season.
Sure
Football
did.
squad. Cam Cox in there, your first Sid Sud substitution of the ball game for the Arrows. For all your power washing needs, superheated power washing, Sid Suds.
Could have been a 50-50 kick ball right there on that pass back towards McNamara.
Well, the kick has to be deliberate. And so if it's not an intentional attempt to kick it, that's when the refs have to let it go, or are supposed to let it go.
There's another triple from Ontario. That one is converted. Oh, was it a 2?
Yep.
Thank you. So 2 points now. Weiler has 2 goals, and Ontario up from 6-2.
Early, don't panic. Just do what you do.
Me and the superintendent both made the same mistake.
That's at least 3 turnovers here for the Arrows early on. The Arrows going to go to the bench here quickly, and that's wise.
Lauren Green getting her Magic Johnson on, and they're going to call a riding foul on Morgan Pearson as Lauren Green was looking to get the baseline and go towards the goal.
CC Sturry and Grace Tobias check in. Madison Hoffman and Laney McNamara take a seat. Arrows trying to find a working combination here on the offensive side in particular.
Coach Holt still coaching as their players come off. That's really good to see. There's a big swing pass, but hands up in the middle. Lacey does corral. That one goes up, doesn't get it to go. Grace Tobias, good job fighting for that rebound, and that one is thrown out of bounds. It'll still be Ashland basketball. How did Buddy go to the Cavs game tonight?
Bet that cost him a nickel or two.
They were free.
Bet that didn't cost him a nickel or anything.
No, those were TNT tickets, so he's pretty happy about the seats he's got. CC Sturry right at the top and lets a 3 go. Arrows not finding the goal.
That's okay. It's early. Now, if you're Cece, you just got to keep shooting. She's a good shooter. I want her to understand, hey, just because you missed your first one, oh my, that was fired into the orange. But, Cece occasionally, and just like a lot of younger shooters, miss their first shot or two, and they get a little hesitant and reticent. You can't do that. You got to have a short memory or no memory at all, and just keep firing and have that confidence in yourself to keep shooting.
Shooters what?
Shooters shoot.
Shooters always shoot. Mamba finds an open cutting Lauren Green.
Just couldn't finish with the left. Good cut. Good look. It'll open up.
Not ready to see the Arrows go in this 2-2-1 or three-quarter court press here, Brandon. They've been really effective at that, and there's a steal right as I say that. Cameron Cox coming back down the lane, and a little Euro step up, no good. Mamba high off the glass.
Tough angle. She had caught that rebound so far underneath the basket. You want her to go back up like that, just tough shot.
3 minutes, 15 seconds to go. I'm going to give you the score, and it's not a joke. 6-2 Ontario.
Well, Chris, there's a scoreboard on the screen,
I know that. Lauren Green for a triple.
Well, a slow start's not surprising at all, Chris. And nothing to be worried about either. Just nothing to be worried about. A lot of basketball left here, still in the first quarter.
Mamba with yet another rebound, and by my count, that's 3 off memory as we don't have stats, but we'll go with 3, Brandon, and here she goes up, and she draws a foul. She'll go to the counter manufacturing strike for 2.
She got bailed out, I got to be honest. It was a good drive. I got nothing wrong with the drive. I'm not sure that was a foul. Probably a no call, if anything. A really decent defense by Ontario on that one.
Madison Hoffman at the sit-sud substitution station, and she's going to check in here. Might be checking in for Kennedy Lacey. Not certain.
Yeah, I think so, because Kennedy, well, she's getting 2 shots, so we'll see. But she's at the counter remanufacturing free throw line for all of your pump system needs. Nope, Maddie going to come in for Lauren Green. Going to take a seat for the first time, I think, tonight.
So the Arrows going with just a little bit of a smaller lineup. The only big that you would consider would be Cameron Cox on the floor right now. Madison and the rest of her teammates play wings or guard positions. Kennedy Lacey gets both to go. 4 points now for the Mamba, and the lead now 6-4 Ontario. Just as on cue, I asked for it. There it is. There's that full court press, and the Arrows force a turnover right away. Madison Hoffman ties the basket. Oh, no, she doesn't. Oh, my goodness.
Good effort. Tobias tracks down that rebound. Great pass, though, from Cece to Maddie. And another really nice entry pass. That's a travel. Cam got away with that one. But good passing by Cece.
Mamba gets her hands on the ball with Giroux, and they're going to have a jump ball. Possession will be back to Ontario. And the full court press is back in store here, BW. I think that's something we're going to see against senior high in the tournament. I would assume the Arrows have been doing pretty good with that here the last month or so of the season.
Yeah, I like it just speeds. It doesn't always turn somebody over, but it speeds them up.
Hoffman off the glass, no.
Biggest thing Maddie, I think, needs to work on off season is her left hand and being able to go to that left side there and finish a little bit better on both sides. It'll make her just a little more versatile going into next season.
Jump ball tie-up with Madison Hoffman and Ontario. That ball will be possessed by the Arrows. Kennedy Lacey going to take a seat, and Josie Van Tilburg checks in.
And Chris, sometimes that left hand, I've seen Maddie do it. She's got a left hand. Sometimes it's just a matter of confidence, and being able to attack both sides.
Oh, look at this little fake pass, and around the edge goes Cameron Cox to tie this game up at 6.
Sarver Paving replay will give you a good look at it right here. A little fake pass, drive. Good job by Cam. Really well done.
1:43 to go in the first quarter. The Comfort Control first quarter. We're knotted up at 6.
That's a foul. Yeah, a little bump there by Cece. Got a little too aggressive. That's all right. It's just her first foul. First foul on the Arrows here in the first quarter. So actually, in my opinion, Chris, that usually shows you're not playing aggressively enough on the defensive side. If you are 6.5 minutes into the game and you're getting your first foul.
Normal PA announcer Dan Chandler got a night off. He must be on assignment. The superintendent filling in for him, and the familiar voice of Steve Paramore doing the PA duties tonight. Grace Tobias pulls that rebound down. Still tied here at 6.
I don't think there's a whole lot of school districts where the superintendent is the PA announcer.
Sweeps the floor.
Sweeps the floor.
Puts the folding chairs away.
Well, attitude reflects leadership, my friends.
Yes. Yes.
Good block there. Yeah, Maddie got the block. Now you got numbers. Got to look up. Good pass. Good look. Josie just couldn't quite handle it. Good pass, got a fire.
Cece. Yeah, got it. That's 3 for Cece, and the Arrows with a 9-6 lead.
I'll give her a yes, ma'am, just not as loud because I'm losing my voice from all the games this past week.
Then we get a reprieve until Friday. And then we'll have Lexington in here.
Yeah, that should be an interesting one.
Yeah, that's one way to say it. 39 seconds to go, 9-6 Arrows.
Not sure what Cam saw on that, why she didn't go to grab that ball before it went out of bounds, but she thought it was off of Ontario.
Open shot for Ontario off that play, and that is converted.
Well,
that's a triple.
That's not Josie Van Tilburg's fault. That's the defender inside. Maddie Hoffman and her did not communicate well, and nobody hedged or showed.
Hoffman for a triple, no. Good rebound by Cox.
So they ran that shooter off that baseline out of bounds from the far side all the way around, and Hoffman's girl stepped out and set the screen. Now you got to bump that cutter, right? If you're Maddie Hoffman, you either got to switch out or you got to talk, and you got to bump that cutter so you're slowing her down. Otherwise, she got a wide open 3, which is what happened.
If you're more of a football fan, that would be known as a chip.
I'm not, just to be clear.
I am.
I mean, I love football.
To also be clear.
Clear is kind, as Brene Brown said. Clear is kind.
Love it. 9-9, 20.6 ticks to go. Comfort control first quarter.
Oh my!
Arrows force another one. Just about. I don't know about the timeout there.
Well,
Granted,
I don't know how you can give.
rolling.
Yeah, I don't know how you can give a timeout when no one has possession. But great hustle by Grace Tobias. Good defense out there.
30-second
you and I are
timeout.
on the same page, Chris. But it happens. It happens. 9 apiece. The Arrows have battled back from a little early deficit, and
some
square.
of these timeouts these days that are called, I wish that some of those would have been granted when Coach Knight and Coach Katie were coaching, because that would have been can't miss TV.
Oh.
A Purdue and Indiana game that ratcheted up the atmosphere already.
Yeah.
And if one of those calls went against one of those two men, the basketball would have been punted inside Assembly Hall.
Hey, Knight.
Can't go there. There's a lot of Knightisms and Eucharisms we could deliver back and forth, but we just can't do it.
I've worked games at Assembly Hall when he was a coach, and in Lubbock, actually, when he was the coach down there at Texas Tech. Growing up as a kid in Cuyahoga Falls, you heard these legendary stories about Bob Knight because he was the freshman coach there in his first job.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I'm sure he wasn't intense as a 23-year-old.
Well, it was 1969, so I wasn't alive, and I don't know. But I guess that was the story, right? He was still intense even then.
Have you ever been over to Orville and seen the homage to him in the trophy room?
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah. It's really awesome. 3.5 seconds to go here before the first quarter ends. Ontario gets it in. They're going to have to get a shot up quick into J-Roo. She's going to go up and doesn't get it to go. So we'll end the first quarter at 9-9. Come on back for the second.
Is proud to sponsor Arrows Athletics, the most trusted and efficient construction company in the region. With a long history of doing things the right way from concept to completion, Simonson Construction solves all your construction needs for commercial and public projects. A truly local company providing award-winning comprehensive design build services since 1974. For more information, scan the QR code or go to simonsonconstruction.com. Come visit the South Street Grill in downtown Ashland, the official watch location every Friday night during the Arrows football season. You can catch all the action in the bar area on the big screens. Elevated casual dining in downtown Ashland, steaks, seafood, hand patty burgers, vegetarian options, salads, and a huge kids menu. Something for everyone in a completely renovated historic building. South Street Grill, your home for Arrows football.
It's the fan cam. Who's on fan cam today? I see Tyler Green over there. He's holding court. Kim Rogers is on. Van Tilburgs are in.
Let's slide
Let's
over
pan
a little.
bit. Somebody's holding a sign or a picture there. I'm not sure who that is. That's a nice touch.
Let's check it out. Can we see?
I'm not certain.
It was either Lauren Green or Laney. I just saw dark hair. We'll come back to it.
9-9. Second quarter presented by Sprang Smith underway. And the Arrows and the Warriors doing battle here inside Arrow Arena on a Tuesday night. Normally we'd say a nippy Tuesday night or a cold Tuesday night, but we're coming off a 55-degree day yesterday, BW.
Cold out there today, but it's cold out there every day. Don't forget your booties because it's cold out there. Woodchuck Chuckers. Second quarter brought to you by, as Chris said, your hometown insurance leader, Spring Smith Insurance Agency, bringing clarity to your insurance needs since the year Gary Lee Wells was born, 1950.
Are you ever going to get a hold of Nate Schultz and Rob Wash?
What?
9-9, 7 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the Spring Smith second quarter. Low-scoring contest so far. Arrows have not found their footing yet. They've got a little bit of rotation here. The normal starting five is on the floor. And there's Jeru going around left edge, and she gets that one off the cbward.com bank shot.
I just spilled some tea, Chris.
It's okay, I'll take it from here. To go in your bag?
No, it's on the table.
That's,
but, you know.
even better. That Goldberry roasting tea. Look at my man, travels with a hanky. He's ready to go. Cameron Cox for a triple. No. Rebound pulled down by Howard of Ontario. Nice hands, Grace Tobias, picket pocket tee. Gonna go up, spin move off the glass, but Cameron Cox pulls it down, goes back up. My goodness, come on ladies, put it in the goal.
Good effort.
Madison,
Yep.
Hoffman, no.
This is great effort by the Arrows. They'll just settle it down and reset.
This is 4 possessions in 1, and Mamba puts that little 8-footer back up and in.
Well, that's going to be our hustle play of the game right there, brought to you by Bo Lacey for all your construction needs. Because what happened, Chris, was you had 5 efforts, you had 5 chances at it, and you finally got it, and that's, brought to you by Bo Lacey Construction. Our good friends over there, experience you can trust, done right on time.
CC Sturry, substitution. She checks in for Grace Tobias. Grace Tobias playing really hard, as we've become accustomed to seeing here on the hardwood. Madison Hoffman going to run point guard duties on this possession for the Arrows.
Yeah, you got to have those scrappers and people that are not afraid to sacrifice their body. And it's contagious. Oh, nice move. Darting her way through. Up with the basket, Maddie Hoffman.
That was a handy take to the goal by Hoffman. Split the defenders, split the Red Sea, as you like to say, and off the Coldwell Banker glass for 2.
Oh, yeah, our good friends at Ward Realty. For all your real estate needs in the surrounding region of Ashland, wherever else you want to buy a house or sell a house, they'll take care of you. cbward.com, Coldwell Banker Realty.com, cbward.com.
Cameron Cox, handsy in the passing lane. She comes down with a steal up off the glass. No, own rebound.
Oh, good D
Oh,
by
nice
Cam.
pump fake by Cam Cox. Boy, the Arrows are getting a lot of second, third, and fourth chance opportunities. Madison Hoffman puts that one up.
Yeah, just can't buy a bucket. Arrows and Cam Cox, especially inside, has had some good looks. Just not able to buy anything.
13-11, the Arrows lead the Warriors. Nicely attended game for a Tuesday night.
Yeah, pretty good for a girls' game on a Tuesday night. Absolutely, Chris.
Nice job by Riley Milner coming up that rebound, but Kennedy Lacey puts her hand in there and has a steal.
Good look.
Good look for triple. No.
Oh, great board again. The Arrows getting all kinds of offensive boards.
That was friendly fire there. The Mamba threw
oh, Cam, you got to turn and score. You're wide open. Oh, Cam, I think she's a little shell-shocked and gun-shy because she's had a lot of opportunities inside and just hasn't been able to get many to fall. But great look from the outside. I think CC Story threw her the pass. And right in there, Cam just didn't take a look and see how open she was at the basket. She had her back to the hoop.
Lady McNamara checks in for Madison Hoffman here at the 4-minute and 10-second mark of the Spring Smith second quarter. Arrows up by 2.
I'm sorry, Chris. Arrows have had some great looks. Just haven't been able to get many shots to fall, shooting really poorly here tonight.
Oh, foul going to be called on number 32, Morgan Pearson. That'll be her second personal foul.
While some nights you don't shoot the basketball well, there are things that travel, right? Like defense, like hustle, like rebounding and effort. Those are the things that you can control. You can't always control whether or not the shots go in. And so, sometimes you're playing a team like this and, you're just not able to hit a shot. That's okay.
What do shooters do?
They keep shooting. Oh, and then you keep crashing the boards like the Arrows have done so far.
Entry pass looked for by McNamara to Lacey, wasn't able to get it in there.
Good patience by Laney.
There it is, though. Turnaround J, Aunt Katie, she got it. She's got 8.
Well, she had great position down low, did Kennedy Lacey, and really good patience by the Arrows. That was a veteran possession right there.
There's a triple from Ontario. That goal is converted. That's Elena Owens. She's got 6 points on 2 made threes.
Yeah, she's only averaging 3.5 a game, so Elena's hit a couple threes here. Great look in. Oh, an even better look out.
What a great possession for the Arrows. Lacey with another rebound, Brandon. She's got to have 7.
Yeah, Kennedy's pounding the offensive glass, but just a turnover there and a tough look inside. Yeah, the Arrows are only up 1. You know, Ontario's hanging tight. There's no pressure on Ontario. You come into a game like this, again, you're playing with house money. You know, it's senior night, you're on the road, you're, you know, you're the underdog at 4-15.
Might have got away with a walk, but
well,
a steal there by Sturdy.
A great pass, honestly. Natalie Smith made a great look, but her teammate was not paying attention. Good drive right there by Kennedy Lacey.
10 for the Mamba. She's averaging just a little over 15 a night, coming down with 7 boards, 2.5 assists, 2.5 steals. All around, good player here for these Lady Arrows.
Oh, nice job, Lauren Green, running through the passing lane.
And until I'm proven right or wrong, I'm going to say she's the OCC Player of the Year. 2 substitutions check in. Madison Hoffman and Grace Tobias check in for Laney McNamara and Cameron Cox. We got a full timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well.
Simonson Construction is proud to sponsor Arrows Athletics, the most trusted and efficient construction company in the region. With a long history of doing things the right way from concept to completion, Simonson Construction solves all your construction needs for commercial and public projects. A truly local company providing award-winning comprehensive design-build services since 1974. For more information, scan the QR code or go to simonsonconstruction.com. Come visit the South Street Grill in downtown Ashland, the official watch location every Friday night during the Arrows football season. You can catch all the action in the bar area on the big screens. Elevated casual dining in downtown Ashland, steaks, seafood, hand-patted burgers, vegetarian options, salads, and a huge kids menu. Something for everyone in a completely renovated, historic building. South Street Grill, your home for Arrows football.
Welcome back to the Priest Dental broadcast booth. 5 on the Grace Tobias, Laura Green, Kennedy Lacey, and Madison Hoffman. Lacey pacing the Arrows with 10 of the 17 team points. She's got 10, as mentioned. Cece Sturry's got a triple, and Madison Hoffman has 2 as well. And for Ontario, lots of shot opportunities for them. They're just not getting it to go in the goal, just like the Arrows tonight.
Yeah, it's a low-scoring affair here if you like defense. The Arrows are up a field goal.
I don't know what the triple or the triple-double looks like. We're on our way there. Lacey comes up with yet another steal, coast to coast, off the glass. 12 points now for Lacey.
Draws the contact inside, finishes strong, and gets herself to the Connery free throw line.
Yeah, she's already got the double in points, and I'm telling you, she's got 8 rebounds, and she may have 4 steals or thereabouts already tonight. First toss from the County Manufacturing stripe is converted. First and only toss of Baker's dozen here for Lacey at the 2:31 mark. Spring Smith, second quarter. Arrows with that familiar press. And they force one out of bounds, and they're going to get a turnover there as that ball is dribbled off the foot. There's Chili Davis.
My guy, Chili Davis, is in the house, right?
When he watches this one back, he's going to say, I've even got the right glasses on top of that hat.
Fellow Cuyahoga Falls native, now relocated to A-Town.
Should have named your band A-Town.
No, it's too close to O-Town, a boys band from like the late 90s.
Oh, that's right. They were precursor. That's a smash on the arm. Didn't get it called.
Oh, good hustle
Green.
by Lauren, though.
Oh, 3 ball. That's short left. You were trying to steer it in. I saw you. Loved it. I love it.
This was like a tee shot, right? Like,
find a fairway. Nice move by Grace Tobias. A little pump fake.
I'll swing it. That was a tough shot, or a tough pass. Lauren needs to make one more pass there. And I like that she's looking inside, right? I love the fact that we're looking inside for Kennedy, but actually on that one, she's got to see the floor a little bit better and make one more swing. Maddie Hoffman wide open for a 3.
Arrows basketball on that tie-up. Going to trigger it in is CC Sturry. Design play for her. I think that was just a little bit too tight. Nice move. Scoop shot for 2. CC's got 5.
That was a circus shot right there. Well done, CC. Keep attacking the basket.
Here comes that pressure defense, Brandon, yet again. The Arrows tonight doing a good job. If they don't come up with that steal in the backcourt here with Ontario, they get back here pretty relatively easy tonight.
Yeah, they're hustling and getting themselves back. Good effort right there by Ontario.
Giroux comes up with that basketball. We're going to have a foul on Lauren Green, I believe. Yep.
Good effort inside, but just a little overmatched or outmatched by the size of Giroux.
Yeah, she's tall.
Yep, good athlete, got some size.
As mentioned, Brandon, she's a junior by grade, but has got enough credits, taken enough courses. She's going to graduate high school a year early.
Yeah, that's a bold strategy.
I could not have employed said strategy.
Well, you got to be a mature kid also to be able to then, take that next step.
Madison Hoffman comes up with that steal. That was a knock away from Lauren Green. Little out of control there. Good hustle by Lauren.
Yeah, this is a sloppy last minute or so here by both teams. But yeah, Madison Hoffman that's that drive right there where you got to know to either pull up and pull back or jump stop, pump fake, get them in the air, and then go up.
Reminder at halftime, we'll have the Jazz Band brought to you by Bill Harris Dealerships here. Brandon, I'll go dark, turn the mic up so you can hear the Jazz Band, the undefeated Jazz Band.
Mostly because we need to use the restroom because we're old.
We are old.
That's a fact. But yes, the Jazz Band also undefeated. Jacob Slade down there on the drums.
Zane Alaman.
Yeah, there's some fantastic young folks in this band.
I saw that cameraman. Did you see him walk in? He must be a Cedar Point fan. He's got the Steel Vengeance cap on.
Maybe he's just a big roller coaster aficionado.
Are you a roller coaster guy?
No.
Me
I mean,
neither.
I'll go on them, but
Not me, I'm
it's
out.
not.
I'm so out.
What are you, a chicken McFly?
I'd like to go 180 in a car, but nothing about 180 feet in the air.
Okay. All right.
Under
nice.
12 seconds to go here.
Natalie Smith's a nice little ball player. I got to tell you, she's handled the point well and taken care of the basketball well.
3 ball up, no good. Mama comes out of the rebound. She's going to have to hustle, but nope, not going to chuck it. 22-14, BW for the Jazz Band. Quick thoughts.
Well, you got off to a rough start, but you finished well in the second quarter. You got yourselves pulled away. I think you're going to come out in the third quarter and see the Arrows kind of stretch this one out.
We got the Jazz Band for you right now.
under the direction of Mr. Zane Oliver. We do have our winner from the Ashland High School girls basketball raffle tickets. $10 winner Bill Iceman, $25 winner Cecilia Hartman, and $50 winner Ted Iceman. You're a winner this evening. The smart thing to do would be donated back.
for you. 22-14, Ashland leads Ontario. Third quarter presented by Sprang Smith is underway here. And the starters, the normal starters for the Arrows, back on the floor. And right to the goal goes Ontario, and a foul called on Lauren Green, her second of the night.
Sprang Smith, for all your insurance needs, go check them out over Cottage Avenue. Our good friends at Sprang Smith, bringing clarity to your insurance needs since 1950, your hometown insurance leader.
A special thanks to Simonson Construction. They've joined us all season long.
Man.
We don't say their name enough, obviously, but you see it on screen here all season long for all boys and girls contests. And special thanks to those guys. They do a tremendous job and a huge supporter here of the district.
Yeah, they get it over there. I've worked with them on a lot of projects here in town, and they've done just some fantastic work. Glad to have them as a partner and a member here in the community.
Morgan Pearson gets 1 of 2 to go. She's got 2 fouls, but she does have a single point on the board now, and the Arrows lead now shrunk to 7. 7:40 to go in the Sprang Smith third quarter, and the Mamba set a screen and just about went flying. Was a Warrior. Woo! Madison Hoffman's hot play continues. She's got 2 more, 4 for the night. Now maybe this rim and goal is going to be a little more familiar and friendly tonight, BW.
Well, we can hope.
We've had a lot of trouble with this goal down here to our left, as you remember, all season long, boys and girls.
We have good defense right there on the front end. Right there, Kennedy Lacey fronting a much bigger Milner. And Cam Cox was around. Good job there on the backside of being ready to help if needed.
I don't think the Mamba minds.
She likes to play physical, and you need some girls out there who are going to be physical, and it's the same thing on the guys' side. You need guys who are willing to be physical.
Kennedy Lacey can teach that class to both guys and gals.
I think you're right.
Lauren Green, nice dump off past the Cam Cost underneath the goal. She gets it to go. She's now got 4.
Sarver Paving replay on that one because it's well-deserved. Well-designed play as well, but great job of finding Cam Cox on the backside.
Press is broken there by the Warriors. Milner going to drive to the goal. High arcing shot off the glass, no good, and Madison Hoffman pulls that down, and here come the Arrows. Brandon, they want to run.
Good job by the Arrows, having all 4 or 5 crashing the glass there.
Sometimes when it's going your way, it goes your way. Right off of Madison Hoffman's hands, right into the hands of Green. She goes scoop shot up, left hand. Cameron Cox, right spot, right time. Mamba with another board. Jeez.
Offensive glass, we're just cleaning up.
Yes.
Tough shot. Maddie should have given that one up to Cam on the block on the backside right there. Should have hit her, had her open. Always pass up a good shot for a great shot when you can, and that was an opportunity there. Not a bad shot by Maddie, but you got a better shot down on the block.
Arrows up by 11, 26-15, just over 6 minutes to go here in the Sprang Smith's third quarter. It's not only an off-camera conversation, my partner, it is sometimes the in-game hand motions and gestures that we've become accustomed to, like break, whatnot. I got it. There's 2 points. Oh, Mamba! Mamba!
Could not finish.
I think she's as surprised as anybody.
It happens. Tired legs, having a lot of games here in the last week and a half, and I think that's sort of what happens sometimes.
What did we talk about? Wasn't it like 6 games in 12 or 14 days?
Yeah,
it was a lot.
You know, usually you play 2 a week at most, and girls have been busy. Some of that is due to the schedule, but a lot of that was due to some winter games getting pushed, and you know, that happens where you got to reschedule, and you only have so many days where you can try to match up with another school. It's even tougher in baseball. You know, I've been through that as an AD and as a baseball coach, where that's a challenge.
CC Sturry on the substitution. She's back in. Grace Tobias takes a seat. Arrows still up by 11. Seems like a few of these steps on both ends aren't getting called tonight. Here's a triple by the Warriors. That one's short. Cameron Cox comes down to that rebound.
Letting it go. That's going to be Arrows basketball. Whoa. That should be Arrows basketball. What's going on here? Everybody in the arena except one official says, it's going that way. That happens.
Both of those officials are both saying it's Ontario basketball.
No. The guy at our right, in the right corner, said Arrows basketball, and his partner overruled him, and that's what happened.
He said, I got the right Bauer. I'm going to play it right here on this hand.
Well, if you're not up 11 in the third quarter, maybe you put up more of an argument.
Nice outlet pass.
Great
There's
look.
a better pass.
Great
underneath.
job.
Yeah.
Maddie Hoffman, great job. Way to be unselfish. Little over-the-shoulder bump pass over on the backside there.
Timeout by head coach Tracy Baxter of Ontario.
How? The ball's loose. How are you giving a timeout when the ball's loose? What do I know?
See previous comment about Coach Knight and Coach Katie. I'd like to see them have a dissertation on that with the official.
You know,
Favorite night memory? I know what it is for me. It's undefeated.
I think it is the game face press conference.
Really?
Where they said, he talked about game face and he made all these really funny faces.
That was good.
It was awesome.
Mine still's the chair. The chair. I was watching that game live with my dad, and
okay, that's a good memory.
the chair was just. I mean, you think about somebody getting away with that or doing that today.
No.
Good night.
I think the reason I don't like that is because as a kid who loved basketball and actually tried to emulate him as a young coach in many ways, I thought that getting angry like that was cool and the best way to influence your team. And
I'm going to talk about shutting somebody down. That's exactly how you do it.
well, there's a borderline there, though, right? Like there's a line that you cross at some point where you go from it being about helping your kids to being about yourself. And there's a fine line there, I think, that Bobby Knight walked. And I walked that line as a young coach, too. It's hard.
Bobby Knight's one-time all-timer press conference was also when they bury me. Up and in, Cameron Cox off the glass for 2 more. She's got 6, and the Arrows with a 13-point lead.
Oh, good hands, Josie. On drop back, she's quick. A little quicker than you, gotta give her some respect. Oh, Milner.
Nice spin move.
Really nice move right there. We just couldn't finish.
Cameron Cox pulls that rebound down, is looking to go coast to coast, and she does far too hard with the left hand. Mamba with another board. That's at least a double-double.
Swing.
Well, I guess it wouldn't be a triple-double yet, right? No 3-digit rebounding game, but she's got 10 and 10 plus.
Too many turnovers tonight for the Arrows and some errant passes.
Thanks for burying me there, buddy. I appreciate the lifeline. 3:45 to go.
You're welcome.
I've done it to you about 400 times. 3:35 to go. Arrows up by 13, 30-17 on Ontario in the third quarter. There's a goal that does go, and 2 more for Ontario. Lead cut to 11.
Don't forget to join us Friday night, 7-ish, for the pregame show brought to you by Ashland Eye Care on the Arrows Broadcast Network, presented by Sarver Paving. The Arrows boys team, the Boy Arrows, will take on Lexington Boy Minutemen.
Don't forget to join us on the Janny postgame show. We'll have another crowd cam of said sponsor and advertiser on the Ashland Arrows Broadcasting Network, Rich Sturry, before the contest is over. He looks calm over there, and he's got a big sucker that he's gnawing on. Oh, it's late.
Oh, it's late.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yes, ma'am.
Bucket. Josie Van Tilburg.
Josie is really a good shooter. If you give her some time like that, she's a weapon out there.
Ironic. We got a few of those in the school. When those feet are set and those shoulders are square, they are deadly. Here's another 3 attempt from Ontario, and that one is buried by Edie Howard, her first goal of the night.
Same thing right there, Chris, right? Got her feet set, shoulders square. Same thing right there, but just a little too much.
Not sure if that was a 2 or a 3. We couldn't get a good vantage point, but nonetheless, right at the arc.
You're only up 11 here, 2.5 minutes to go. Don't get too loose here. You got all 5 timeouts. I think about taking one if Ontario scores here, just to settle down and give you girls a rest more than anything. Can't take them with you.
Boy, we've said that before.
That's a foul. Yeah, a little late to be the weak side help. Lauren Green coming over.
Third player foul on Lauren Green tonight here on senior night. Mamba and Maddie Hoffman going to check back in here for the Arrows. Checking out will be the 2 bigs, Cox and Green. Coach Wells called for it. Coach Holt agreed. We got a 30-second. We've got a Rich Sturry looking deep into thought as he takes a little bit of that sucker
What is
and then
happening
pulls
with
it out and
Clell
looks at.
Cox back there? Oh, there's a little child back there.
Oh, he's playing hide and seek. That's nice.
Oh.
Clell's up there in that. I asked him earlier. He wouldn't confirm or deny, but I'm going with Armani knowing Cox. Armani jacket. If you see him out in the community this week, tell him he looks really spiffer in that sport coat, those really high-end shoes. Yes.
What does that mean?
Spiffy. Spiffer, spiffy.
Spiffer's not a word.
Dude, I make them up.
That's Jerome'sdale right there.
No, it's not. Nobody in
Jerome'sdale
Jerome'sdale is in the Preston broadcast booth. We've made that very clear. It's Hayesville.
You and Hayesville. Haysdale.
I wonder what the voice of the Falcons is up to. We could have him call in and debate on this topic as he's a professional now with Hillsdale.
That's off the rails, folks. And we made it to 2:18 in the third quarter of February 4th.
Oh, we're ready for baseball, ready to get outside, and we can't wait for that season to take over.
The truth is, we've been in this gym a lot lately, right?
Dude.
I mean, I love basketball. I'll be here every day, but like we're getting a little punch drunk, if you will, a little stir crazy inside. We're ready for the sun. Yeah. We're ready to see baseball, but there's still a lot of basketball left.
What we're ready for is the thermal line jeans, three tops, and the furnace and the London fog boots. I mean, that's what we're in for here when we get outside in this baseball weather here in the spring in Ohio. But we love it. Brandon and I, arguably our favorite sport, well, my favorite sport to play. Brandon, I would say, is probably basketball, but a lot of experience coaching games from Coach Wells. 2 minutes to go. Up by 11, the Arrows. Lacey comes down with that, and she's heading down the court in a hurry the other way.
Easy. Got to pass the ball. There you go. Relax. There we go.
Addison had an open three, but a great entry pass with the left hand. You talked about it earlier, left hand, and she did. Ken Mamba got it right in the nostril.
Well, she's going up against a much bigger girl who had good, decent position in front of her, and Kennedy needs to recognize that when the ball comes down and everybody sags in, you had Grace Tobias on the open wing on the opposite side.
1:47 to go. 33-22, Ashland. CC.
It's a good look.
Great rebound by Cameron Cox, and she puts it up and in. That's Cameron Cox's 8th point of the night. We'll have the seniors join us, all three of them here in the post game. You can hear from them. Lauren Green, Lainey McNamara, and Bryn Madial will join us post game. Some of them we don't hear from all the time, which will be really nice, Brandon, to have them up here in the Janney post game.
Arrows with another turnover. Yeah, you're right, Chris. Looking forward to having the seniors. This one's not quite over, and Ontario just kind of hanging around. Arrows not taking good enough care of the basketball here tonight, Chris. And, oh, that was, it looked like a clean block right there by Riley Milner.
She was as surprised as anybody
in
the house.
And rightfully so. I think that's one where sometimes officials get caught anticipating, and they think there's going to be a foul, and they anticipate. And one of the things you learn when you take the officiating classes is do not anticipate. You need to just react.
Lacey looking for her first point of the second half. Hasn't found it yet. She went to the break with 13, still at 13 for the Mamba. Second toss coming from the Kearney Manufacturing stripe.
If I were Kennedy this offseason, I would buy a big ball. And you know what the big ball is?
I do.
It's the same weight as your regular size regulation basketball, because everything's still just a little flat, and you can actually fit two men's basketballs in the hoop at the same time. So there's a big room, but you got to get that ball up and over. So that's one thing I would tell her to do. Buy one of those big balls for the girls' size and just practice all summer long with that thing.
Good rebound. Good tip around there, and Madison Hoffman comes down with a great outlet pass. Good job with her left hand.
It's that softball kind of reaction, yeah, but although I think she's a righty, but heck of a throw down.
Look, let's be clear. If you can play baseball or softball, you can play anything.
Yeah, best athletes in the world are baseball and softball players.
Woo! Scoop shot up and in. CC Sturry learned that one in the playground outside her front door.
I bet CC could be a heck of a second baseman or center fielder.
Oh, here's another one. CC,
great
job. CC doesn't bring the ball down. She doesn't commit the Cardinal sin. Goes right up to the ball. back-to-back goals for CC Sturdy.
Cam Cox set that one up with a great pass and really set that one up. The Arrows are just taking care of business right now. Get in there.
Back-to-back, no. But she does draw the foul. She'll go to the Connery Manufacturing stripe, and this was a quick 6-0 run.
Yeah, Chris, this is going to be our Bo Lacey turning point of the game, brought to you by Built by Bo Lacey Construction. Experience you can trust, done right on time. 6-0 run and really predicated and forced and caused by the defensive pressure that's in the full court.
I know somebody had asked for that full court press a little earlier ago.
It's worked.
Yeah.
But again, you got to watch the legs here today, right? A lot of game action.
CC splits him, 61% foul shooter. Ontario going to get a look off here, just under a second. No, they're not going to get it off, and the Arrows with a 41-24 lead through 3 quarters. Come on back for the fourth right after this.
Where great prices meet an even better selection. We're driving home the best experience you've ever had. With Chevrolet, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, find the ride that defines you. And our huge selection of high-quality used cars and trucks is why you should check Bill Harris first. 3 brands, 3 convenient locations, 1 unforgettable Bill Harris experience. Dive into great prices, explore a better selection, and enjoy the best buying experience with us today. Bill Harris Dealerships, the name you know and trust. BillHarrisDealerships.com.
Bo Lacey Construction is proud to sponsor Arrows Athletics. Experience you can done right on time. From siding to windows, decks, and bathrooms, Bo Lacey also is your go-to company for all your roofing needs. Whether it's your house or your business, we've got you covered. And don't forget to check out the new Hover 3D app so you can see what every exterior home project will look like when it's finished. Scan the QR code.
Fan cam. Who do we got?
I don't know. Let's zoom it in.
Bill Rogers. Bill Rogers in the Ohio State.
We haven't checked out this section yet.
The center. Where's Schwartz? Oh, there's Papa Schwartz.
Papa Schwartz.
Schwartz, he's right up there underneath
he's
the
up top.
senior banners. There he is. That's Brandon's broadcast partner sometimes when I'm on assignment. There's the Green. Scotty Green looks like he's debating knocking a 4-footer in. They like to burn tide burn.
Dave Schwartz's wife loves when we put her on camera up close.
Yeah, guess what? You're on.
If you tell us you don't want to be on.
Oh, look at Tyler Green over there feeding the newborn.
Oh, that's awesome.
Look at T. Green. He's not sure. He's got a golf hat on, too. Live lucky, he says.
Yeah, well.
All right, back underway. 41-24. Arrows lead the Warriors. Oh, my goodness. That was a great set play.
That was fantastic. Fourth quarter brought to you by Comfort Control.
Arrows just about force another turnover on that press. Ontario able to reel it back in.
Providing the best comfort in residential and commercial for more than 40 years.
Join the Comfort Club. Need information? Ask Joe Reap, the soon-to-be christened president of the Austin Works.
I hear he might have a little bit of a helper, if you will. A secondary person helping him now.
Not me.
A co-president is what Mr. Paramore was saying potentially.
Oh boy, I was here for that, but I don't recall.
Yeah, I wasn't listening. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was listening. I just don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah, it happens.
Third game in 5 days for these girls, and they're up 27-17 to play in a fourth here on senior night.
For the girl Arrows.
The girl Arrows. Boy Arrows play Friday.
Against... No box out. That goal put back and up in by Milner. Her 6th point of the night. Lauren Green going to check back in. We would expect we're going to see Lainey McNamara soon and Bryn Maliaw.
Brylan, yeah, looking forward to that. 6:52 to go. It's always a difficult decision as a coach to figure out when to get those folks in. And up 17, 6:52 to go here in the fourth.
Mamba checks out. Josie Van Tilburg checks back in.
Uh-oh, deep.
Oh, boy, there's a Bernhard pass.
That was a really nice throw. Good block.
Oh, no. Maddie Hoffman.
Really nice baseball pass downfield by Morgan Pearson. I said downfield.
It's okay.
Down court.
It's okay, too. I knew where you were going.
I'm tired.
43-26. Big lead for the Arrows. Milner, look at that move, left hand up and in. Nice job of a nice take, 8 points now.
Yeah, if you're Grace Tobias on that one, you don't want to close out on her. Make her shoot it from out there, right? Has she proven she can hit an outside jump shot today? Nope. So you got to just know your personnel and stay back. It was good hustle. Yep, Josie Van Tilburg on that offensive possession, open on the backside on the wing. Whoops. Too many turnovers here tonight has left Ontario just kind of hanging around in the game, right on the peripheral of being in the ball game, if that makes sense, right? I mean, they're you know, we've never been able to completely pull away. We were just a minute ago up by 19. That's the biggest lead for the Arrows so far tonight.
I'm forecasting that those two seniors are coming in here, Brandon, right about the 6-minute mark. That'd be 14 seconds from now.
Yeah, you're up 15, and Ontario just can't score, so I'm not sure, you know, that they're really a serious threat to come back and win this ball game at this point. But
I think they'd let us check the air pressure in the ball here the rest of the way if we wanted to.
I wasn't sure if you were making a Tom Brady reference.
No, I'm not a Brady guy. He's the greatest of all time, there's no question, but I'm just not a Brady guy. Partially because of where he went to college and he couldn't even get on the field there, which is fun. I always let the voice of the Falcons know that.
Well, Drew Henson beat him out.
Third baseman Drew Henson.
Not a very good one.
No.
I mean, good enough to get drafted, don't get me wrong. He's a heck of an athlete.
Joe Clapp, incredible athlete.
Played quarterback at Colorado.
And he was a baseball player.
Timeout,
We got a
Arrows.
full timeout on the floor. We're going to take one.
Bill Harris Dealerships, where great prices meet an even better selection. We're driving home the best experience you've ever had. With Chevrolet, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, find the ride that defines you. And our huge selection of high-quality used cars and trucks is why you should check Bill Harris first. 3 brands, 3 convenient locations, 1 unforgettable Bill Harris experience. Dive into great prices, explore a better selection, and enjoy the best buying experience with us today. Bill Harris Dealerships, the name you know and trust. BillHarrisDealerships.com.
Bo Lacey Construction is proud to sponsor Arrows Athletics. Experience you can trust done right on time. From siding to windows, decks, and bathrooms, Bo Lacey also is your go-to company for all your roofing needs. Whether it's your house or your business, we've got you covered. And don't forget to check out the new Hover 3D app so you can see what every exterior home project will look like when it's finished.
Here's the bench cam. Coach Holt and the OCC champion Arrows getting last-minute instruction here. 5 minutes, 44 seconds to go in the contest before we blow the final horn, Brandon. The Arrows look to be in command up 43-28.
Yeah, you're in control here. You got 3 timeouts left, 5:44 to go. You got basically your starting group out there minus Kennedy Lacey.
Reminder in the Janney postgame show, we'll have Ashland seniors join us for a conversation.
Already gave our hustle play and our turning point of the game, brought to you by Bo Lacey Construction. The defensive run late in the 3rd quarter was our turning point of the game. Hustle play of the game in the first half when the Arrows had 5, count them, 5 different.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 different offensive possessions on the same possession, if that makes sense. 5 offensive rebounds.
Amazing. A couple
6
times that
shots
happened, yeah.
before they got a bucket.
3 Arrows in double figures tonight. That's a really handy stat to have.
Good balanced attack.
Mamba, another steal. Who knows? Maybe that's a triple-double. Mamba, stop and pop. 2 more.
I'll tell you, I said it earlier, Natalie Smith, the sophomore guard, who's only 5 feet tall, maybe 100 pounds soaking wet, right? Number 2 out there. She's good. She's tough. She sees the floor well, distributes well. I'm impressed with her out there. She just got to get a little stronger. But, you know, keep working on that outside shot.
Lefty up and in from Milner. And as on cue, here comes Lainey McNamara. She's going to check back into the game.
The Sid Sud substitution station.
Thank you. You finally said it.
That was for you.
Took you all season. Hoffman, no good from deep range. McNamara going to check in for Maddie Hoffman. Maddie Hoffman having a really good game yet again. Hasn't scored as much as we've been seeing her. 4 points for her tonight, but she's played just as good.
Yeah, they haven't needed it, right?
She's played fantastic.
Yeah, they haven't needed her offensively as much, and she's made a few really good distributions and some good work on the boards as well.
Guy Arrows in action down at Clear Fork tonight, BW.
You got a score update there from courtesy of Simonson Construction?
I thought if I was on par with it, I would have already had it before I pontificated said statement, but I'm looking.
Arrows.
Oh, the Arrows hand the Colts is smoking.
Not surprised.
75-52.
Colts are down this year.
Colts have been down for 10 years. Lady A is up 45-30 here. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Comfort control, fourth quarter. I'll tell you what, every game there's opportunity for improvement, and you get into the tournament, you're better boxed out.
Yeah, you can't get away with haphazard rebounding and taking care of the basketball. Those are the things that if you watch this, and I really would, I mean, I'm not making excuses, but I do chalk this up to being our third game in 5 days, and we're a little tired. It's not an excuse, but the reality is we haven't boxed out as well on the defensive glass, and we've turned the ball over way too many times today. That's a push and a foul. Cece got pushed, but good resilience there by the Arrows. Stay with it. Good job, Cam. If I were Cam in the offseason, right, as I'm thinking about these things, I would be doing the mic and drill. And there's a couple different, more newer versions of that people can find out there on YouTube. But I would be doing the mic and drill and baby hooks every day, all day long.
George Mikan? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, and then elbow jumpers. Like that's the stuff I'd be working on just for form shooting on all that.
Cameron Cox has got 11 now, and the Arrows with a 16-point lead with 3:42.
And I say that not as a criticism, Chris, by any means. Like, fantastic rebounder, but man, she struggled at times to finish, and just has to keep working at it.
Madiaw going to check back in the contest here. 3:35 to go, and the next stoppage. Good for her.
Glad to see the senior check in.
She gave these Arrows wonderful minutes here early in the season, played really, really well.
Yeah.
When we were dealing with the injury bug after injury bug. Lady McNamara, great entry pass into Cox.
Cameron's got to use the window on that. Got to use the cbward.com backboard.
Claudia checks in for Mamba. Her night is over. Kenny Lacey going to lead with 16.
I don't know if that's true. We'll see.
Okay. 3 games in 6 days? Just saying.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm telling you, I don't know if that's true. They have struggled to make that pass all day long inside of the big Riley Milner.
Keep going back to the well. Well's dry. Not you, but the well. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. That works.
Under 3 minutes to go. Madiaw, entry pass.
Oh,
great
nice
look. Yeah. Uh-oh. 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 Bucket.
Yes,
Cece
ma'am.
Sturry, 3 more. 13 on the night.
All by the unselfish play offensively of the Arrows, including Lady McNamara on senior night says, no, I'm going to swing it and make the right pass and not get selfish.
Fabulous job. Here's a 3-ball by Weiler. Doesn't catch anything. Cameron Cox. Outlet pass to Lauren Green. Whoa. That hit Cameron in the left wheel.
Oh, another great look by Laney.
Pete's Lady McNamara just diming it up, and Cameron Cox now with 14.
This is where now you want to try to get the ball to Brylan and get her a bucket on senior night, and same for Laney. We'll try to get them at least an opportunity. You're up 20, so at this point it doesn't really matter. You want to try to get them a basket.
Are you with me now? The Mambas night's over?
No.
Really?
I mean, I hope so. It should be.
Arrows up 20, under 2 minutes to go, 140 to be exact.
That's out of bounds. Should be. Yeah, I think you're right now. When she checked out and it was 15, I was not sure.
Bailey Hartman going to check in. Cece Sturry checks out. And Cameron Cox going to check out. Really good game for Cameron as well. She finishes with 14 points, a host of rebounds.
Yeah, good job tonight, Cam.
Yep. So on the green, geez, I beat some golfing. On the floor, the three seniors.
Look inside. You got to make a better angle and get it around to her. You're on the left side, skip it. Bounce pass instead of that one. So on that entry pass on the near side, Bailey Hartman tried to go to the left, and Riley Milner had position on the left inside. Instead, you got to fake that way, and then you got to step around and go to the right side where the angle is on that one. He'll see it on tape. You know, you'll watch tape and see, yeah, I just, you know, it's so important to watch tape as much as you can as a high schooler.
Hey, quick thanks to everybody out there in Aero Nation that watches these broadcasts and
absolutely
goes and patronizes our advertisers and sponsors here in the community and tells them thanks. It means a lot to Brandon and I, to be very honest. I'm being transparent now. This isn't Broadcaster Guy. This is just Chris Mowry being honest. And so thank you for that. And, you know, all the people out there, we love bringing these broadcasts to you. And whether you're in Kansas or Kentucky or, you know, over in Hayesville, right, you can tune in. And the World Wide Web is a pretty impressive place, and it allows these broadcasts to be brought forward. And Madia, well done, gets a goal. Her 2 points tonight, under a minute to go.
Yeah, without our supporters, you know, the support from all of our sponsors, advertisers, and our folks out there, this would not be happening. We're able to bring games to folks that can't get to them for whatever reason, and happy to also be just part of the school district here. Great job, Lauren Green.
Yeah, and a hat tip to the administration, too. I mean, let's be very candid, very honest. These don't happen unless we have a superintendent that has the same vision, right? And that's really cool that we have that. And, you know, Garth Boyd and
Philip McNall.
Thank you. And
Ben Spieldenner's been helpful as well.
Yeah, Spiel's done a lot of help for us in producing the preview shows. Ben, you're off the hook. We're going to do all those live now, so you don't have to worry about editing any of that. So that'll be really nice. And BW gets a big smile on his face for no editing, too, with those preview shows. But, you know, I mean, I seriously mean it. It's a privilege to do these. We like doing it. It's a hell of a lot of work, I will tell you that, and a lot of time. But, you know, thanks to Tara Mowry, my wife, and Sarah Wells, Brandon's wife, for letting two kids that love sports come and just yap about it, I guess I'll say.
Yeah, I echo that sentiment. It's been a lovely couple of years doing this, and glad to keep doing it.
Arrow's going to move to 15-4, Brandon. 15 wins. There were years where you had to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years and add them up before you got to 15 wins, and the Arrows find themselves going to be 15 wins to the good column here.
Yeah, this has been a heck of a season, and nothing to shake anything down at. And like the Arrows have just played so well all season long, and another big win. You end up winning by 25 here, Chris, and didn't play your best basketball.
You called it.
I
25.
I did.
It's 25 and a half.
I did.
The win by.
Well, what were we up at half? 10, 11? I think 11. And I said, we're going to win by 25.
We were up by 8.5.
Up by 8. I said, we'll win by 25.
22-14 is what we were up. Hey, we'll have the Janney postgame show after this break that we take, and we'll have the three seniors join us as well. Come on back for the Janney postgame show.
Is proud to sponsor Arrows Athletics, the most trusted and efficient construction company in the region. With a long history of doing things the right way from concept to completion, Simonson Construction solves all your construction needs for commercial and public projects. A truly local company providing award-winning comprehensive design-build services since 1974. For more information, scan the QR code or go to simonsonconstruction.com. Come visit the South Street Grill in downtown Ashland, the official watch location every Friday night during the Arrows football season. You can catch all the action in the bar area on the big screens. Elevated casual dining in downtown Ashland, steaks, seafood, hand-patted burgers, vegetarian options, salads, and a huge kids menu. Something for everyone in a completely renovated, historic building. South Street Grill, your home for Arrows football.
At Bill Harris Dealerships, where great prices meet an even better selection, we're driving home the best experience you've ever had. With Chevrolet, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, find the ride that defines you. And our huge selection of high-quality used cars and trucks is why you should check Bill Harris first. 3 brands, 3 convenient locations, 1 unforgettable Bill Harris experience. Dive into great prices, explore a better selection, and enjoy the best buying experience with us today. Bill Harris Dealerships, the name you know and trust. BillHarrisDealerships.com.
Bo Lacey Construction is proud to sponsor Arrows Athletics. Experience you can trust done right on time. From siding to windows, decks, and bathrooms, Bo Lacey also is your go-to company for all your roofing needs. Whether it's your house or your business, we've got you covered. And don't forget to check out the new Hover 3D app so you can see what every exterior home project will look like when it's finished. Scan the QR code or visit BoLaceyConstruction.com for more. The team at Whitcomb & Hess have all of your needs covered. Plan, grow, thrive. Financial advisors and CPAs will help you grow your business and investments.
Bill Harris Dealerships, where great prices meet an even better selection. We're driving home the best experience you've ever had. With Chevrolet, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, find the ride that defines you. And our huge selection of high-quality used cars and trucks is why you should check Bill Harris first. 3 brands, 3 convenient locations, 1 unforgettable Bill Harris experience. Dive into great prices, explore a better selection, and enjoy the best buying experience with us today. Bill Harris Dealerships, the name you know and trust. BillHarrisDealerships.com.
Bo Lacey Construction is proud to sponsor Arrows Athletics. Experience you can trust done right on time. From siding to windows, decks, and bathrooms, Bo Lacey also is your go-to company for all your roofing needs. Whether it's your house or your business, we've got you covered. And don't forget to check out the new Hover 3D app so you can see what every exterior home project will look like when it's finished. Scan the QR code.
Bill Harris Dealerships, where great prices meet an even better selection. We're driving home the best experience you've ever had. With Chevrolet, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, find the ride that defines you. And our huge selection of high-quality used cars and trucks is why you should check Bill Harris first. 3 brands, 3 convenient locations, 1 unforgettable Bill Harris experience. Dive into great prices, explore a better selection, and enjoy the best buying experience with us today. Bill Harris Dealerships, the name you know and trust. BillHarrisDealerships.com.
Grill in downtown Ashland, the official watch location every Friday night during the Arrows football season. You can catch all the action in the bar area on the big screens. Elevated casual dining in downtown Ashland, steaks, seafood, hand-patted burgers, vegetarian options, salads, and a huge kids menu. Something for everyone in a completely renovated, historic building.
All right, let's start this off the right way. Lauren Green joins us in the Janney postgame show, and on 3 we can go burn, tide, burn. You want to do it?
No.
I mean, is that what they say?
Don't do it. Don't buy into
Great
this.
game, congratulations. You look down at the floor like, I don't know about that burn, tide, burn thing, right? No, you played great. I saw the thrill. Bill Rogers was in attendance, too.
Oh, yeah, he was, taking some pictures of the game.
It's a little scary when he shows up. You just never really know what's going to transpire.
Never know.
Has he taken you a ride in that 1986 Camaro?
Oh, yeah, he has. I rode that thing a couple times.
I don't know what's happening
I
right
know,
now. We're
it's
talking
okay.
about Camaros and Bill Rogers.
Mrs. Rogers' husband, Bill, is a legendary member of Hayesville, and this young lady dates their son, Jax, and he's now a Mount Union Purple Raider.
Wow.
So, anyways, there's a little lineage.
Did you know that was going to come out on the air tonight?
I didn't know it was coming out either.
Yeah, welcome. Well, Lauren, great job tonight. You're welcome. Let me just ask you about playing on senior night and the emotions you had going in here tonight and what it felt like for senior night.
It was great to be with all the girls. Like, them all supporting me felt really special. And Renee in there was just saying, she was like, how long has it been since we've got a win on senior night? So she's just like, this is awesome. And, yeah, feels great.
That's great. It is fun. I remember my senior night well 30 years later, right? I still remember it well. There's good memories of it. And, you know, tell me about playing with Lainey and Brylan and this squad and what that's meant to you.
I mean, we've all like played since the 3rd grade together. Like we were on a team called Black Ninjas together.
That's awesome.
We were,
Black
like,
Ninjas.
10 years old. Yeah, on my board out there, I have pictures of us holding little trophies and stuff. So we've all like built a bond over 8-10 years like of our lives. So it's pretty special playing with all of them.
So you want to get into radio tech, and did I hear him say
Radiology tech?
Yep.
radiology tech? Okay, what did I say? Radio?
Same
Yeah, I was like, was she
Did
want to
I
run
really?
the board?
Oh,
Does she
no,
want to
no,
like?
no.
We
No,
can.
totally.
She's too
It's
smart
been
for
a
this.
long week.
You're
Trust me.
too smart for
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with this nonsense. Where are you going to go to school?
North Central State. They have
Okay.
a 2-year program over there.
That's great.
Yep.
And then do you get it once you graduate? Is that likely the next step is a hospital or?
Yeah, kind of wherever. I mean, I could go to a clinic, a hospital,
Okay.
honestly, wherever.
Okay. What drove you into that path?
Honestly, when I got my knee surgery, I was going in for x-rays and MRIs, and it just seemed interesting to me. And I went into shadow, and they're teaching me all this stuff, and yeah, I kind of love it already.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. Good for you.
Well, and it's funny because the one piece of advice as a college, life calling coach, that what I do is I talk with students all the time that are thinking about what to do with their lives, and I always say, make sure you go shadow somebody in the fields you're thinking, because it'll either affirm something or you'll be like, oh no, I don't want to do that.
I loved it.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. Great job tonight.
Thank you so much.
The season's not over. I know senior
that's
night's
what
over.
they say. She was like, we still got a goal to get. So
Yeah,
this strikes
and
me
that's
back.
hard. So that's hard, and that's up to the seniors to be part of that leadership. So you guys have your work cut out for you. Get some rest, man. It feels like you guys have been playing every day, right?
I know.
Congratulations. It's been a lot of fun to watch you play.
Thank you.
Good job, Lauren.
All right. Lainey McNamara is next. She's going to join us. See, the ladies are so nice. Well, that one's a little wet. Never mind. Lainey McNamara joins us on the Janney postgame show. Welcome.
Hi.
Hey, look at this right here. What does that say? Truax Printing.
Oh, player of the game.
You
Thank
got
you.
it. You
Yes,
can
ma'am.
go to Applebee's, a nice gift card in there, and you're known as forever the Truax Printing player of the game on senior night. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Great job. It was fun watching you play all season long. Glad that you anytime you got in the game, as somebody coming off the bench, sometimes the level goes down, but not when you're in there. And you did a great job. You're passing tonight. You made some great entry passes.
Thank you.
Tell me what it's been like over the last few years, with just growing up with some of these girls, with Brylan and Lauren and everybody that's on this squad, and now kind of playing senior night.
Oh yeah. Growing up, we've always been friends.
The Black Ninjas, is that what we just heard about?
I never played on the Black Ninjas.
Okay.
I started in 7th grade. All my friends are playing, so they were like, "Lainey, come out for the 7th grade basketball team," and I was like, "Okay." So, and then it's all the rest is right now. So
Good.
So you're going to take a gap year, I understand. Are
Yeah.
you leaning towards something, or what are you planning to do in that gap year?
I think I'm gonna go into cosmetology.
Okay.
I'm the team braider.
Yeah.
I've always been the team braider.
Have you been able to you got to get Coach Holt. Do you know she used to braid her hair?
Cornrows.
She went to cornrows.
Yeah.
Can you do cornrows?
I think me and Cameron are gonna do cornrows one of these next games.
On her?
On.
If you could get Coach Holt to do it, that would be legendary.
That would be legendary.
Listen.
Maybe the last home game against Crestview.
There you
Against
go.
Crestview,
Listen,
yeah.
where's she at? I'm going to make her do it
I
right
think
now.
this would be great. Cosmetology school is a great way to go, Lainey. My mother was a cosmetologist and ran her own salon for about 25 years. You get to impact people. You get people all the time. Do you like people, I hope?
Yeah, I do. I like meeting new people. It's always fun.
Good. What are you looking for, Chris?
I'm looking for Coach
There she
Holt
is.
because
There she is.
I am going to
You're trying to
get
to
her
nail
real
it down,
quick.
right? Yeah.
If she looks up here, she's in trouble.
She's too busy down there. Lainey, oh boy. We're trying to get Coach
Yep,
Holt
she
and trying to get all this squared away. We're joined by
She didn't.
Oh, she's in.
Lady. See, I'm going to take my headset off, and I'm going to let. You want to set it up, or you want me to nail it?
You go ahead. Yeah, you want to set
she
it up.
needs a headset, though.
Oh, what do you mean?
She needs a headset, and Lainey's got to keep hers. So
Oh, well,
either
she
you're
can-
going to sell it, or I'm going to sell it. I'll sell it.
Okay.
All right, I got it.
All right. That
All right,
sounds.
so she just got right here. This isn't going to take long. Right here. But just so we can get you in the camera.
Yeah.
Okay, we just learned that this young lady's the team braider. Did you know that?
Team braider?
Team
She's
braider.
She's the team braider, which means she braids everybody's hair.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that?
I see her, Brayden.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So she does Cameron, she does hers, she does some other ones. I think it's time to go cornrow.
Come on, Renee.
Against Crestview.
Against Crestview.
That's a good one.
Cornrows.
This wasn't my idea. I just told her I was going to sell it and get it executed. So it's time. You're on candid camera right now, and there's no way that you can say no right now, right? You can't tell your team. They just won the OCC.
How about if
They just won the OCC.
how about if we win the district championship?
Would you stop?
You'll do it.
Listen, this
I'm
is
giving
rule
her an
number
out.
one.
I'm trying.
This is rule number one. You don't here. Okay, he's done. You can't hear him anymore. I think it's a great.
How about that?
Okay.
She's gonna think about it.
Listen, Lainey, if she
That's
doesn't
better than
say
a no.
yes, then we're gonna really put it on.
Oh,
her, okay?
goodness.
All right, there's
Okay.
head coach Renee Holt. I told her she had the night off,
Yeah,
but
we still
might
dragged
go
her up here.
cornrows from the AU days.
Laney, congratulations.
Yes.
Great
Thank you.
season. You've been a
Thank
big
you.
part of this. I know as somebody who came off the bench, the challenges of not knowing what minutes you're going to
Yeah.
get. But you also contribute a lot in practice as well, and that means
Yeah.
a lot. And we recognize that, so
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Fun to watch you play.
Thank you so much.
All right, have a good night.
Thanks, you too.
All right. All right, we'll have our last senior, Brylan Madia, join us here. And
Brylan.
Yep, first time we talked to Brylan this year, and excited to have her join us.
Brylan!
Now she can hear you.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Hey, Brylan.
Welcome.
What's up?
OCC champion. You got to be excited.
I like those nails. Let's see the nails. Got basketballs. That looks fantastic. So, fantastic job. I know you played a lot more earlier in the season. Your minutes haven't been as much later in the season after some girls came back. But you're still an integral part of this squad, and I want you to know that people understand that, and basketball people really understand that what that takes to come off the bench. And I've been impressed with your performance whenever you've been in the game. So congratulations on a great season, first of all.
Thank you.
As you guys were out here tonight, what were the emotions going through your head and your heart here as a senior?
I just wanted a big win. The last 4 years have been rough, but we've pushed through and definitely have came out on top this year.
So you're not done with sports at the high school with basketball. You go to softball, right?
Mhm.
Is that your favorite sport?
Yeah.
Where do you play?
I play first. I pretty much play first, third. I used to pitch. I don't really anymore, and I can play outfield.
Okay, so you're kind of like the rover player. Does it depend if you're at first or third, depending on who's pitching, or how does that normally work?
It just depends on where my coach puts me.
And you'll play wherever.
I'll play wherever.
How are you guys going to be this year?
Not sure.
Not sure?
Yeah.
Now, are you
I
wanting
hope
to play?
we're good.
Are you
All right.
wanting to play in college?
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it that far.
Okay.
All right.
All right, no problem. Well, hey, it's been a lot of fun watching you play. Congratulations. No one can ever take away a conference championship from you, and
Yeah.
it'll be really cool that someday you'll tell your kids and grandkids about, and I'm sure it'll put a smile on your face.
Yep.
Great job, Brylan.
Thanks for joining
Have a
us.
great rest of your season. I hope we get you back up here again.
Thank you.
Have
All
a good
right.
day.
You too.
All right, the Arrows, Brandon, victorious. Let's keep it here. The Arrows win 57-32. They improved to 15-4 and remain at 10-1 in the OCC and forever known as OCC champions this year.
OCC championship, 15 wins, still playing. You've got a chance to make a run in the tournament. You got a tough district. I mean, that's the truth. And we'll talk about that more maybe next week or the week after. But the Arrows finish off senior night successfully with a big 25-point victory here at home.
The poking, folks, you couldn't see meant that he called a 25-point win early. Hey, you've joined us all night long and all season long on the Ashland Arrows Broadcasting Network presented by Sarver Paving. And thanks to Janie for sponsoring the post-game show. Congratulations to Truex Printing Player of the Game, Lainey McNamara. Come on back and join us Friday as the Guy Arrows take on the Lexington Minutemen. I'm Chris Mowry. That's Brandon Wells. Take us home, BW.
God bless, Godspeed, and go boy and girl Arrows.